FC Goa TV is brought to you by Sanao International.
Sanao International, the one-stop solution for all your communication services.
Hello and welcome to FC Goa TV. You're watching Prudent and I am Neeraj Prabhu. Goa is set to get the first action in the ISL Season 4 with FC Goa hosting Bengaluru FC on Thursday night here at the Nehru Stadium in Fatorda. We are set for the pre-match press conference where FC Goa head coach Sergio Lobera and his counterpart from Bengaluru FC, Alberto Roca, will come out and answer the questions of all the media representatives gathered here at the Nehru Stadium. Lobera as well as Roca have one thing in common. They are both ex-Barcelona assistant managers, and so we can all expect a wonderful short passing tiki-taka football from both the teams. However, there's a big advantage with the visiting coach, and that's Alberto Roca, and that is his huge experience. Roca is 55 years old, while Lobera is the youngest ISL coach at 40. Roca has also been the assistant manager or coach at Barcelona for 5 years, and he worked under the former Holland international Frank Rijkaard. Lobera was the assistant coach for a very short time under Tito Villanova, and soon left for the head coach's role at Las Palmas in the La Liga when they were in the Segunda Division. So both coaches have a very important connection with Barcelona. Secondly, these two teams are having a highest number of Spanish contingent of players in their squads. So in that regards, this FC Goa versus Bengaluru FC match could also be considered as the El Clasico of the ISL, and we expect both the Spanish players in each sides to come out and play a flair game, and they have done so. And one important note about Bengaluru FC is that they are the only team in this ISL who are sort of a very set unit, as they have played together for the last 4 years since inception, previously in the ISL of course, and Federation Cup. So they are quite a well-oiled unit, while all other ISL teams are gelling together on account of having a lot of new players that came through auctions and through individual signings from different foreign countries. So with that regards, Bengaluru FC have an advantage, and it remains to be seen how they continue, because they have already set ISL alight, and they are considered as one of the pre-tournament favorites of this ISL 4, and they have also lived up to their reputation, because Bengaluru FC are at the top of the table right now, having won both their ISL games, and the only team to do so in the competition, whereas FC Goa are now placed 4th after having won their opening game at Chennai FC with 3-2. But subsequently FC Goa went to Mumbai City FC and went down by 1-2. Alberto Roca of Bengaluru FC will begin with their press conference scheduled first, and then FC Goa's Sergio Lobera will take the center stage.
This has been your NISL debut with BFC, and you have started with impressive wins in your opening 2 games. That said, how do you look at the game against FC Goa tomorrow, and how do you guard consistency?
Yes, for sure it's going to be a very tough game. Goa has a Catalan coach who has been also in the same team as me, Barcelona, so we have a very similar idea of football. Possession, press high, so these are the things that I think they have shown also in their 2 games. I think also that Goa has, for me, impressed me more than any other team. Even if they lost the last game and they were really unlucky, they deserve to get some points, perhaps even win. But yes, football is not easy, and sometimes it happens. But I think Sergio Lobera is making a very good job, and I'm sure that it's one of my favorites, to be in the 4 teams that they will achieve semi-finals.
Yes, Prudent.
Coach, one of the issues with BFC last season in the I-League was playing away from home, where they won only 2 games in the I-League away from home. So, what was it away from home? What was the problem with away games actually?
Well, just we have to get used to play now away 3 games. That it's not normal, because to play two games is quite normal. Just to play one game home, one game away. But it's like this. We have just to see that it's gonna be tough, for sure, to play these 3 games. We will try, to get points from everywhere, because we are in a good moment and we have to take advantage. But let's see. It's not easy tomorrow. I think it's some of the game that you see that it's really tough. I mean, Goa has shown a lot of skills. They have a very good Spanish player, also some other foreigner that makes this team one of the favorites to win the title. So we know that even from the beginning, and we will be ready for tomorrow for a big battle. And well, we will try, to do our best, and let's see what it happens.
Do we have another question? Yeah, Neeraj.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Neeraj from Goa-based cable TV channel Prudent. FC Goa and Bengaluru FC have a certain common element. So does that make this fixture the most, what do you say? You have a very good idea of what FC Goa can do, and it's vice versa. So does that put both coaches under pressure to deliver something new and not be predictable to each other?
Who knows? I know what I want to do, but I will not tell, here, what we can do tomorrow. I suppose that for Sergio it's also the same. We can prepare something that perhaps we are not expecting. But at least, we know each other. We know what we want. We want to be comfortable on ball. We want just to dominate the other team. Let's see, how our players, they are on the pitch tomorrow. If they feel well, for sure, they know more. The circumstances, they help them. We are play away. Supporters, they will support them. So it's something that it's gonna be new. It's our first game away. So we have just to get used quick, tomorrow. These kind of different circumstances if you want just to be in the same level. So yes, for us it's a big challenge tomorrow with a very good team. And yes, as I said to you, we are ready for any different thing that can be. But I mean, then you can see that in a football, even if you see that a little details, can mark the difference in the score, in the final score, and the one who is scoring first, perhaps you will have, as always, more chances. But it's an open game. For me, it's even nice, to watch that game, even not as a coach, but as a spectator. It's like something that some very similar ideas, and how the players then they can just face. And yes, it would be I think a nice game for everybody.
Coach, any injury updates?
Still have an injuries Moya and Joyner, and well, Dimas is getting better, but for tomorrow perhaps it's not ready yet. And this morning we had a little problem with Jono. I'm waiting for the medical, for sure, report, to know exactly if he is able for tomorrow or not. So it could be. Yes, shame if he kind of missed that game, but some other companion he will have the opportunity to play if he's not able.
every league has its own El Clasico, so do you think this could be the El Clasico of ISL?
Well, for sure, it's not me, to say that. Clasico is to talk, perhaps, the best game that you can see in the world. We are in India, we have to be humble. We are coming just from Spain. We like, football playing, as getting the ball and try to combine, yes, the kind of football that it has succeeded, the last years. But it's not so easy, We have to know that even if we have some players, Spanish players, this is we have to share that kind of idea with the Indian players. That I think it's good, because we have proof that with that idea, Indians can achieve a final of FC Cup that we did last year, and we won a cup. So I think why not? Goa has the same expectation, to make a good season, and Sergio Lobera, I'm sure that he will make a very good job here, and not just for the results, but also to give an idea of what the football can grow up, in that country.
Coach Lobera is much junior to you, so overall, if you've seen his graph, how do you rate his caliber?
No, I'm happy for him. I think he's young, but he has experience behind, so he's ready for that kind of test, I'm sure. I think the coaches are there just for sure, to try to bring an idea, but then it's the most important are the football players. So we are depend on them, and if we transmit an idea, but they are not able to do that, perhaps we are wrong.
Oh,
Hey, you look worried.
of course I am. My boss wants to run our new factory on a solar energy and have the best telecom equipments.
You should call Sanao.
So now,
Yes, they are experts in telecom and green energy.
boss, sir, yes sir, yes sir. Oh my God, I'm going to have nervous breakdown. Now don't tell me to call up Sanao.
Actually, you should. They have the best wellness resort too.
Sanao International is your one-stop shop for complete telecom and video conferencing solution that saves your time and travel cost. We are also expert in green energy like solar and wind energy. Our wellness resort offer you a total mental and physical well-being.
Sanao International, born in Goa, made for the world.
So that was Bengaluru FC coach Alberto Roca, very confident, very assertive about the challenge in the offing. He believes that FC Goa versus Bengaluru FC will be a big battle, as both teams have a very clear idea of each other's capability. But then Bengaluru FC have the experience of having played as a unit for a few years together, and they have started on a very confident note, winning the first two games of the ISL 4.
My question to Brandon, how are you? How is your injury? Are you ready for tomorrow's game?
Yes, I'm ready for tomorrow's game.
We have another question for Brandon.
Playing under a new coach, Sergio Lobera, how has the experience been thus far?
For me, I think I'm very lucky to be part of FC Goa and playing under a new coach, Sergio Lobera. He has a different philosophy, different tactics and different plan, different ideas. So this is new for me, and I'm very happy to be training under him and playing under him.
If you don't have a question for the player, we can move on to questions for the coach. Yeah, Martin.
Brandon, you have faced Bengaluru in the I-League, so what is it like to be facing them in the ISL?
I think ISL is a different challenge for us. You know, I-League is different and ISL is different. So we are into a new tournament, a complete new tournament. So Bengaluru are much stronger, and we have to take them as a challenge, and yeah, so plan as a team, and when we play tomorrow, we have to play as a team and play confidently and take it from there.
We'll now take questions for the coach. Neeraj?
I think this Bengaluru FC will offer FC Goa the biggest challenge because it could be the rival coach could have a great idea of what FC Goa are all about, and it's vice versa. So in that way, is there pressure to plan something unexpected?
Yo creo que al final el entrenador de Bengaluru sabrá cómo jugamos nosotros, nosotros sabremos cómo juega Bengaluru, todos nos vamos a ir conociendo poco a poco y todos los equipos sabemos cómo juegan los otros equipos. Lo importante es tener las ideas claras y saber lo que uno tiene que hacer para que su equipo sea lo más fuerte posible y poder conseguir buenos resultados. Yo tengo clara cuál es nuestra idea y cómo tenemos que trabajar para intentar pues mañana conseguir un buen resultado hasta el que yo considero hasta ahora el que en este momento está el mejor equipo. Yo creo que Bengaluru ahora mismo, a día de hoy, hasta hoy, es el que ha demostrado en los partidos que se han disputado hasta ahora que es el mejor equipo en momento de forma, en conseguir resultados. Yo creo que ha demostrado que es un muy buen equipo.
Bengaluru knows how we play, we know how Bengaluru plays, every other team in ISL knows how each other plays. So, you know, we all know how each other want to play, but for me what's important is that we maintain our idea, our philosophy and our style of playing. We need to focus more on ourselves and ensure that we execute what we plan to do. With regards to Bengaluru, they're a strong team, in my opinion, till this point in time. In the two games that they have played, they've shown that they're the team with the best form. They've shown that they are the strongest team so far. And for us, it will be important to ensure that we get a result against the team that I consider the most superior so far that we've seen in ISL.
Coach, in the last match you played an all-Indian defense, so is that something you would consider doing going forward now that you have Brandon Fernandez?
Estoy muy contento con el trabajo que hicieron los jugadores que la semana pasada jugaron en la línea defensiva y qué jugadores voy a utilizar para mañana. Evidentemente los primeros que se enterarán del 11 inicial que voy a decidir van a ser los jugadores, no se van a enterar por la prensa, no lo sabe nadie aún, entonces la decisión que tome para mañana, los primeros en saberla van a ser mis jugadores en la última charla antes del partido.
I'm very happy with the work that the Indian players did in the last match. I was satisfied with the performance of all of the Indian players who played in defence. And with regards to whether we'll be playing tomorrow, the first people to know about my team will be my players. I'm not going to announce the first 11 here in the press, nor am I going to announce it to anyone else. The last team talk that we have before the match is when I'm going to tell the players who's playing who's not.
Are you disappointed for losing 3 valuable points due to the mistake of the keeper?
No estoy de acuerdo.
He doesn't agree with you.
Porque si empezamos a buscar culpables a nivel individual, yo creo que ganamos como grupo y perdemos como grupo. Cuando se falla un 1 contra 1 solo delante del portero, nadie se acuerda de eso y eso podría haber cambiado el partido. Si el árbitro no anula el gol que era legal, no hubiéramos perdido. Entonces, yo creo que al final el señalar como culpable a un solo futbolista me parece algo injusto. Yo creo que él cometió errores, como todos podemos cometer errores. Lo que pasa es que los suyos son más evidentes por la posición que ocupa, pero yo no señalaría a Katimani como el único responsable de la derrota del otro día.
I don't agree with you. The reason I don't agree with you is because when we win as a team, we do it together. When we lose, we do it together. And if you start looking for individual errors, there were plenty that we could have highlighted. In the first half, you know, we had a chance when it was a one-on-one situation. If we'd finished that opportunity, it would have been a different scoreline. But no one's ever going to mention those points because the goalkeeper's mistakes are a lot more evident. Another aspect was the linesman. If he didn't flag offside wrongly, then the scoreline would have been very different because we were on the ascendancy at that point as well. So I'm never going to highlight individual mistakes, and I know you're saying that Katimani was there and he committed a few mistakes, but at the same time, it is because he's highlighted because of the position that he plays. If it was someone else, we wouldn't be talking about his one-on-ones that he missed, etc. So ultimately, it's all down to the team winning together and losing together.
Yeah, it's a two-part question relating to the keepers. First one being that Katimani being the captain in the goal, does it add an extra pressure on him because he's in goal?
And you have another one, ask both together.
Yeah, and the other question is with Katimani as captain, what is the challenge in keeping the reserve keepers motivated in getting the game?
Yo creo que el ser capitán o no ser capitán no afecta para que un jugador juegue o no juegue, ¿no? Yo creo que aquí en Goa ha habido capitanes que no han jugado, ¿no? Entonces, el hecho de ser capitán no te garantiza nada, simplemente es una elección por parte de sus compañeros, es mi política a la hora de elegir a los capitanes. Yo creo que representan al grupo y el grupo es el que los elige. Hay 4 capitanes y el hecho de ser capitán no creo que sea un condicionante para jugar. El resto de porteros tienen que trabajar y tienen que saber que pueden jugar en cualquier momento. Yo no he dicho que mañana vaya a jugar Katimani, yo he dicho que tengo plena confianza en él, pero veremos qué portero decidimos que juega mañana. Yo creo que lo que tienen que hacer los porteros, igual que todos los jugadores de campo, es ser profesionales y seguir trabajando de la misma manera para estar lo mejor preparados posible cuando llegue su oportunidad.
Being captain doesn't guarantee a starting spot. The way we did it ourselves in the team was the way I have my teams elect captains is that the players decide between themselves who the captain is, and we have 4 captains. This is all done by voting system, and that's how I like to do it. And with regards to the goalkeepers, they all have to be professional and be motivated. They have to work hard on the field during training sessions and be professional of it, and then look for the best possible opportunity. I haven't actually said right now that Katimani will be the goalkeeper tomorrow. We'll decide tomorrow, and then we'll see how we want to go about it. Being captain doesn't guarantee a starting spot.
And who are the other three? You have a question. 1 second. Chidanand, you had a question, I think?
Coach Albert Roca was here before you, and he was saying that tomorrow's match, given the playing styles of the 2 teams, tomorrow's match was something he would actually like to enjoy as a neutral, as a fan. So what do you think we can expect tomorrow from the 2 teams?
Yo creo que mañana puede ser un partido muy atractivo de cara al espectador, de cara a los aficionados, porque vamos a jugar 2 equipos que tienen fútbol ofensivo. Bengaluru, el entrenador Albert Roca es un gran entrenador, lo conozco, coincidimos en la etapa cuando estuvimos juntos en Barcelona, sé que tiene una mentalidad ofensiva de fútbol, y cuando 2 equipos juegan de tú a tú, yo creo que al final para los aficionados se puede ver un buen espectáculo, ¿no? Somos 2 equipos que vamos a intentar atacar, intentar conseguir goles, y yo creo que mañana el equipo que sea más efectivo de cara a puerta y sepa materializar sus ocasiones va a ser el que se pueda llevar el partido.
I think tomorrow is a game that from the viewpoint of the fans they will enjoy quite a lot because there are 2 teams who are very attacking in nature and they're doing up against it. I don't think neither team will hold back. I think Albert Roca is a fine coach who I know from before during our time at Barcelona. And knowing how his team is going to play and knowing the way our team is going to play, it's going to be an open match where both teams are going to go look for chances. And I think it's all going to come down to the fine details of who takes their chances in front of goal, and that will decide the game.
Being FC Goa team, what is your message to the fans? And are your all departments ready for tomorrow?
Yo creo que a los aficionados primero hay que darle y después pedirle. Yo soy de las personas que creo que de momento tenemos que demostrarle mucho a los aficionados para poderles exigir, ¿no? Mañana es el primer día que tenemos una oportunidad delante de nuestra gente de hacer un buen partido contra un gran equipo, de intentar conseguir 3 puntos, de que la gente cuando venga al estadio y se vaya para su casa se vaya contenta porque ha disfrutado de cómo su equipo defiende la camiseta de Goa y por el juego que desarrolla. Y a partir de ahí yo estoy seguro que esta temporada, que es una temporada larga, donde habrá momentos buenos y habrá momentos malos, y todos estamos juntos, vamos a ser capaces de conseguir cosas importantes.
With regards to what we expect from the fans, I have the belief that first we have to always give to the fans before asking anything of them. So tomorrow will be the first opportunity for us to showcase, what we're all about, what this team is all about. So we'll try and put on the best possible show for them, try and entertain them. Because my aim is to ensure that when the fans go back home happy, they're happy with the result and the way we played. We'll hope that, through the long season, there'll be good moments and bad moments, and we'll hope that we'll do this all together.
We'll take the last question if there is any. Martin, because you're not asking.
After 2 away games, you're playing the first match at home. So how important is it for FC Goa or any team to have a good home games? How important would be the home results in terms of the final standings?
Estoy de acuerdo que el equipo que es fuerte en casa tiene mayores ventajas a la hora de poderse clasificar entre los 4 primeros, pero al final tú tienes que ser competitivo dentro y fuera de casa. A nosotros nos ha tocado empezar 2 partidos fuera de casa, llegamos al primer partido en casa con 3 puntos, solo un equipo hasta ahora ha sido capaz de conseguir 6 puntos, por lo tanto depende de nosotros el mañana poder ganar y estar en lo alto de la clasificación con la máxima puntuación, ¿no? Pero estoy de acuerdo en que ser fuerte en casa es un aspecto muy importante para ser un equipo regular en la liga.
I agree that we have to be strong at home to build a strong challenge for the title. But I think to be right up there, you need to be good away from home and at home. But yes, with regards to tomorrow's game, if you notice, I think there's only one team that's picked up the maximum points so far. So for us, the aim will be to try and get those 3 points tomorrow, so that once we get those 6 points, we're right up there, pushing at the very highest possible limit for the top spots. Kartimani, Bruno Pinheiro, Edu Vedia and Mandar.
So Sergio Lobera, the FC Goa coach, is expecting a real open game tomorrow, as both these teams can play really good football. We have seen that, and they have really big players up in front who can go on to score. Even the rival coach Albert Roca has acknowledged that for this game he would even love to be here just as purely as a spectator. So that highlights the potential of the clash between FC Goa and Bengaluru FC. The big news though for the Goan team is that Brandon Fernandes, the attacking midfielder, is fit and he is scheduled to come back into the playing 11. He was an integral part of the FC Goa 11 when they won the opening match at Chennai FC, and he couldn't play the second match at Mumbai City FC as he had an injury. But today he was there at the press conference and he says he's ready for the match. Now it's the time to await this big news that we are going to tell you, and it's about the first FC Goa quiz of the season, and the lucky winners are
Manoj Gaukar from Bicholim, Rupesh Desai from Salsed, Salvador Gomes from Bardez, Kunal from Panji, Praveen from Salsed.
Congratulations to all of you, and keep participating in our FC Goa quiz throughout the ISL 4. You all stand to win tickets for the match day at the home games here at Fatorda, and Thursday is going to be your first opportunity to come and enjoy. And we are sure that the scoreline is going to be more than what it says right now on the electronic scoreboard. It's 0-0 now, but we are expecting real goal fest tomorrow, but obviously we can never predict the exact scoreline. But those in here tomorrow are sure to realize their money's worth, as FC Goa versus Bengaluru FC promises to be a real thriller in the ISL 4. That's all the time we have on this pre-match show. Keep watching FC Goa TV on Prudent for exclusive coverage of the Gore's campaign in the ISL 4.